Okay, folks, this is everything that I got. Well, not everything, because I still have two shipments. One coming in from Hamlyns and Peruflora. But besides that, this is my major Redlands Orchid Festival haul. I am happy to share it with you. Stay tuned.
Striving for truth and not somebody else dictating to you how to do your thing, which you know how to do better than anybody else.
I'd be remiss if I forgot about this. This is one thing that I wanted to make sure that I got it some proper hydration and air. This is a very rare Ulitia odorantissima. And I was assured that the plant is okay. This yellowing is just the transport. And I'm sure that they're right, because it's been even more yellowing since Florida. Because these were in my bag all day yesterday. My shipped bag, check bag. So I wanted to make sure that this one specifically got outside last night. This was the only one, so I didn't want to forget this one because it's special. And I'm going to leave it sitting right there. And again, that is Ulitia odorantissima. Okay, so when I got there, one of the first booths that I happened upon was, I can't even remember because there were so many, but it was on the left and they had a lot of bag babies, things that were in plastic that kind of drew me to the booth just to check out the stock, because every one of those plastic bags had a picture of the flower. Of course, they were always well marked. Anyway, what I ended up getting after I perused his booth was special plants. Orchidella wallisii, otherwise known as Epidendrum wallisii. I have attempted this plant many, many times, and this is probably going to be my last time. This is a species, of course, and they prefer cooler and wet, but with good drainage, not soggy. Constant supply, and I think it's a good water. Good quality water is also an advantage. Anyway, he had that, and you can see how it's tinged in red. So it probably gets a good amount of light. Then I noticed that he had some angricoids, and he had Angraecum longicaucar, which is really a bucket list plant, and I think I already ordered one, but you know, you never know what the plants that you pre-order, the size of them are gonna be. So, and this was $30, come on. So I had to get that, and at that point, I noticed underneath he had some corner cervis, and I had to get this because I'm rebuilding my corner cervi collection. because I love them so much. Speaking of corner service, spring water orchids, they had a corner service that was $120, and I surely wanted it. It was mounted, but I passed it by. And since I'm talking about spring water, I had a great conversation. You probably caught it if you watched my video, but I ended up getting 2 plants from him. This Kiyoguchi cross, and I broke the tag off, so I can't tell you what it's crossed with. But beautiful, beautiful. And it's fragrant. And I also, while I was sitting there talking to the guy, I noticed that he had this cross, and it was actually in flower, and I might have shown it on the video. Jungle Elf times Schilleriana. And this one is in bud. $30. Okay. So let me move these aside real quick and move on. So I might as well get these out of the way. These are the ones that I showed in my video that were the sneak peek. Arangus modesta crossed with Elro. That spike. And then this was the Embomaniana. And there's the tag. Someone asked me about the specific clones, but it's, you know, maybe there's another tag in there, but so far that's what it is. Really nice. Those came from KRULL Smith. And while I'm on KRULL Smith, I got, in addition, they had beautiful bulbophyllums that were in spike, mansion, and some others. I think I've got mansion, I know I do. But anyway, I wanted this one. I love Carunculatum, I love Echinolabium, and Crown Point is another one, and it's an adorable too. So, and that's Bill Tom's, and it was $35. It's small, has 2 spikes on it, so I could not say no, and it's manageable. Then, on my way up to the cash register, I snagged these 2 along with these other 2 that I just showed you. This one is Phalaenopsis Mach Choi Yu, which is a favorite of mine, times Foul Violacea. And beautiful. Beautiful. These were all carried in my carry-on. And this one I got as well with the spike broke one of them, but I have 2 more. And this is Phalaenopsis Corona. And this has Corningana in it. So these spikes, if they remain green, they should be sequentially blooming over time, providing you with more and more flowers. And I just love that pattern in it. You can tell that it is Corningana with something else. And fragrant as well. So that was KRULL Smith. Okay, I got a pre-order from 10 Shin Orchids, 10 Shin Gardens. And my pre-order consisted of Jumelia mucusa, which is a miniature anglicoid. Looks like it has previously bloomed recently. There's a open there. And I pre-ordered Angraecum longuscot. Yay! Bucket list plant. This is Longicalcar, which this is Longicalcar, and that's crossed with Scottianum. Nice plant, and they bloom small. These are so hard to find. And also, no surprise, Cattleya jungle eyes. So I am once again taking the plunge with these jungle hybrids, jungle eyes and jungle elf. Then lo and behold, as I was looking in my sack to make sure that my order was good, and then just sort of perusing, I noticed this out of the corner of my eye. Enobourbon munificum. These are bumper suitable than the one that I just got. So I had to get that. So that is 4 plants from them. Okay, moving along. In between all of this, I happened upon the Wilson Orchid Company. And I initially walked past it because it didn't register with me, but then when I started looking at the Phalaenopsises, I realized that what these were. I almost want to say these are big leaf orchids, but they may not be, but I know big leaf, the other Peter Lynn sells Happy. No, it's not Happy, it's Wilson. So I got a few, and this is Phalaenopsis Yafoon Lover times Mituo Purple Dragon, $20. Nice plant full of spikes. Got KS Super Zebra Pilo that also has a spike and is in bud, 25. This dark beauty, which was Yafoon Black Snake times Gigantea Saba Red. Those dark flowers. And there's a couple spikes on. And I would assume that this would retain the Gigantea habit of the sequentially blooming inflorescence. I would assume so. But I look forward to seeing. And then, of course, I had to get a Phalaenopsis Chungling Epiqueen Wilson. 25. Lovely fragrance. And, of course, Trichocentrum Stacey. $20. Really long plant. So that's Wilson. Wilson Orchids. All right. Moving along. This is another vendor that I just happened upon. But he had a lot of stuff that I love. Lots of imported stuff. And this is the guy that had the Cutiparias. And also, no, this, yeah, Encyclia Microtos, $18. Okay. Then we have the Trichocentrum Square, which is a very healthy-sized plant. This is a rat tail type Oncidium. Big plant. Same class as the Stacey rat tail. Then he had a Negro punctata, Angora Negro punctata. See how big this is? I've never seen this species, and I love Angoras. And here is one of the Scutacarias, Peruviana. Have you ever seen one so big and so inexpensive? I was so flabbergasted that I had to get 2 of them. Okay, and then I got this Bulbophyllum, which I know I have it on video. Bulbophyllum Chiradium crossed with Carunculatum, which was $20. Nice new growth there, another growth there. And this is Wilbur Chain. Bulbophyllum Wilbur Chain. And this guy also had $18. This is a Trichocentrum tigrinum, Dominica Republic, I think that's what this is, or Domingo. And that's crossed with Trichocentrum nanum. Nice. I think that guy also had big Lanceanums, and this is $18, Trichocentrum tigrinum. This is bloom-sized, folks. I can't wait to unwrap all of them. So that was my haul from that guy. Okay, so the story goes, I was on my way looking for Afriorchids because I had made a sizable pre-order. Really, that was kind of why I went to Redlands to get those Madagascan orchids that I love. All the rest is just gravy. And on the way, lo and behold, I stumbled into Bredrens and Hamlyns. So after I paused and took a deep breath, looked around and noticed all the usual suspects. You know, the Claude was there, Philip and family, and they were chill in a tent by themselves, except the wife was out on the corner and Philip was around the back. But the daughter was handling everything. And so the wife handed me a little basket as evidence in the video, and they're gonna ship the big stuff, but I carried the small stuff. Let's start off with this, and I'm just gonna group them all together, Bredren and Hamlyn. So this is a little beat up Venimp times Samurai, which is amazing and inexpensive, 35, beautiful. I got that scored. Okay, then I just kind of went through those boxes of encyclias, and this is a Guatemalensis, I think, encyclia Chinensis. I believe that's what it is. This is the flower spike. And it was bare root. These are all bare root. Okay, so this is Drosophila tuberculata, and it says variety pyloric, which, you know, I could care less about a pyloric. And I am about to break off a spike or a complete pseudobulb, and I did. But there is another coming there. And what I just broke off was the pseudobulb that had the inflorescence coming out. Fancy that. But I am not gonna cry over that. Focus on the positive. So let's move on. Then I grabbed one of these Incovola Alexandra, which is Don Henry times Encyclia Phoenicia. Nice division. And here is Encyclia Macrochila. And here is Encyclia Rufa, variety yellow. The very fragrant Encyclia Rufa. And this is bloom size, or approaching bloom size, and this might be another, no, this is Encyclia Placata Extra Special. It's got a lot of growing up to do. And this is another Macrochila. And then this is another Rufa. And the rest is coming in the mail, along with Peruflora. And that was what I got from Hamlyns, minus the other that are arriving by mail. But as I said before, piece de resistance undoubtedly is Afriorchids. Last but not least, so let's just dig in here. I got a couple of these already, but I got another Angraecum Magdaleni, little pup. Just thought it would be nice to have one. And I'm doing these in the order as I'm pulling them out. This is Encyclia Alata times Kruger Savannah, which is another Encyclia hybrid. Nice pseudobulbs. There's that. Then here is Jamelia fragrans. This is a plant that is used to, with the flowers are used in perfume sometimes for the fragrance. And that's an Angraecum. The next one that I come to is Longus Tavangumi, which is Spicata times Elro. And you know that has some Elro in it. And very nice plant. Look at those roots. This is just begging to be mounted. Nice long roots. I am impressed. And in fact, that looks like it's a flower spike right there. See it? There. Okay. And this really is the first time I'm looking at these closely with you. I did not pre-order this, but I found this. And this is Angraecum Viguieri, 35. Decent size little seedling. Looks like it's got a new growth coming out. And the next thing we come to looks like it is one of the things that suffered from the heat. And that's to be expected. This is Peruflora multiflora. Heat plus to the transport, but it looks like it's got 1, 2 new growths, and those were back bulbs, so we'll work on that. That's a choice plant. The flowers are fragrant like ginger. Then here we have Encyclia telescribae, and that's Incadens times Fowlii. Yeah, that looks like it suffered a bit from some heat damage as well, but moving on. Here we are, Encyclia Orchid Jungle, a lot of times Phoenicia. And I know I got one of these from Hamlyns as well, but it is nice to have more than one orchid. Then I got this Eranthes virginalis. Right there. Nice roots. Okay, next is Eranthes orthopoda. Nice. This is Encyclia Pixie, which is Incadens times Bractescens. Nice bulbs. Looks like it's giving me some new growths right here. Then here is Orangus appendiculata, another species. I think this is more of a miniature species, but these will all be mounted. And this is the cross, which is Angraecum leonis times Angraecum equitans. And there may be a name for it, maybe not. Nice plant. We'll see. You know how I struggle with leonis. And then this here is the Eburnum longicalcar that I got from them, which is a very nice kiki that has kikis on it. A new leaf coming out the top. And this is my other longicalcar that I got at Redlands. Nice fruit. And I got these that were mounted, and this one is Tridactyl tricuspis. That's an angricoid. Flowers are kind of similar to Youngella. Very small. And then I got this cross, Orangus Lillian Ross, which is Distincta times Biloba. Nice mounted plant. And then here's these two. This is Angraecum Stella Africae. A little bit smashed at the crown, but it should be okay. Looks like there's a couple of side shoots on it. I'm excited to try these, of course. And then this is Aranthes Zimbabwe Beauty, which is Mystacidii AC, I guess, or AG times Aranthes verdicii. Okay, I can get from that wrapping. I hope you hear me okay. I realize I'm mumbling at the moment, so starstruck, but that's a nice little miniature plant. A little smashed, as I said before, but it will recover. And that is, folks, my haul. Besides the 2 shipments, Peruflora, which is pretty sizable, and a few tall plants from Hamlyn. And by the way, this is Epigilgucci crossed with Encyclia Phoenicia. That's what this is. So that's my haul, or most of it, and stay tuned for the rest of it as soon as I get it. Until then, thanks for watching and enjoy your orchids. Bye.